as you can see, I have a nice haircut. I also have nice beard trim, and that is because I had an accident yesterday. And here is a reenactment of what happened. So as you can see, I'm quite the fool, and that was a lot of fun. I'm okay. Some people were on Facebook were like, oh no, they were scared, but things happen out here. It's not a big deal. So I just want to say this week we are working on things around the homestead, and as you see, I'm out here burning my trash like I always do, and the animals are out here, and we are warming up. Looks like winter might be over. It's supposed to rain this weekend, but we'll see. Anyway, just want to keep you up with what's going on this week, and I appreciate you guys being here, and you guys are awesome. Cock-a-doodle-doo.
So we got to move this big old doghouse. Isis passed away a week or so ago, and so we're moving this doghouse that I built up that way to give Samson like overlook of everywhere. And the doghouse is very heavy. We have a dolly right down here, and we're gonna hook it to the car, and my husband's gonna hold it steady while I pull it with the car.
What could go wrong?
Yeah, what could go wrong? So I'm gonna prop this up somewhere and where it can see us go.
Oh, slow down! Oh, I'm sliding off because we're on a hill. All right, go. We're almost there.
So as you can see, it's up here. I don't know if this is going to be his permanent spot, but this is the dog watch house. So he can watch over the chickies and the goats. So not sure if this is where it's going to stay, but for now, it's where we're going. Did you have fun?
Oh yeah, it was a wonderful time.
Did your wife have good ideas?
Yeah, not dangerous at all.
But it worked!
Yes, but it worked. So.
Good morning. So today I am doing some laundry. It's actually really nice out, and I think my thermostat thing says it's like 36 degrees, which for this Florida girl you would think would be freezing, but it really isn't. I don't know whether we're acclimating or whether my thermostat's broken. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here and hook up our water, because we don't have running water yet. We're going to get some black poly pipe. We have a couple of rain catchments. This one doesn't have plastic on it yet because we need to clean it out. This one has a plastic on it, and you can, let's see, you see catches from the barn, and then we gravity feed it over to our other tank. We have 4 tanks right now. One sitting on the cart. Can you see that? Behind me, it's like 275 gallons, 300 gallons. And that one we used to go to the river. But we haven't had to go to the river in a long time. So, because we get rain and we catch it now off of the roof. There's some things that we want to do, like put the first wash pipe on the roof, but we haven't quite gotten there yet. So, I mean, we'll still filter our water regardless of whether it's there or not, and it doesn't seem to be dirty yet. I'm sure that when the trees, like at the beginning of fall, when the trees start dropping and everything, but we really haven't had dust or leaves falling or anything because it's winter. So the roof is really clean right now. So those are all projects for in the spring. Get running water into the house. We still got to get the poly piping and get some PVC tubes to do like a first wash off of the roof. This is our fourth tank. And this is a 300-gallon tank. We have it covered in plastic, and we also have it insulated, and it doesn't freeze. We actually really haven't had a problem with freezing yet, except for the spout off of the IBC tote. That froze the other day, and I had to wait until afternoon to be able to use it. But I'm going to hook up the hose to it, and then I'll go down and I'll show you what washing machine that we're using. And I'll tell you what we tried first that did not work. And I'm going to get some laundry done since it's so beautiful out, nice and sunny. And I'll be able to dry clothes outside, not hang them all over the house. And there's water. We have a little stop thing, had to get all the air out of it. Okay, so right up here, next to fishing pole, is my washing machine. This is the Kuppet washing machine. It does washing, and then you switch it over to a spinner side, which I'll show you in just a moment. Alright, I'm just filling it with water and putting some clothes in there. You can put as little or as much water as you want. Just make sure that the clothes move around when you turn it on. It's very basic. It has a drain, normal, gentle. I don't think I've ever used the gentle cycle. Using a little bit of laundry soap. Right now I am using Tide, but I'm gonna start switching to something a little bit more friendly animal-wise. Hasn't hurt any of the animals, but they do come up and try to drink the water and stuff. So when it drains, I'll put a little bit in there. As soon as that is done, that bottle up there is done, I'm going to switch to something else. I've tried soap nuts before, didn't care for them, didn't think that they got things really clean. So if you have any suggestions, leave a comment and I'll try it out, because that's what I need to try to switch it over to. I have switched my dish soap over to something that is environmentally friendly and animal friendly and not harmful to any of them. So I am now going to turn it on. It does require electricity. We do not have an outside plug yet, so right now it's just an extension cord. I'm going to turn it on and see, it's moving it all around. So that is enough water. Let's turn this water off. And I'll be back to show you how to spin it, and then we hang it up on the line in the sun. Okay, so it finished cleaning. See the nasty dirty water? And I'm gonna just open up this spinner side. And this is the hard part. You gotta take it out of the cold, cold water and stick it into the spinner. You don't want to overfill it. So normally, like, the washer side's a lot bigger, so you have 3 loads to spin. I fill it about 3/4 of the way full. That's a big old blanket. There we go. Alright, you're going to try to make sure it's a little bit even in there. Because when it spins it, if it's really, really off center, put the little flap in. I give it a push to make it kind of even. And then we're going to close it up. Move the fishing pole. And right up here is an inlet to be able to wrench your clothes. So I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to try to do this that way. There. And right in there. I just hold the hose in there for a few minutes. It's really loud. And it's rinsing all the clothes. Okay, and now the clothes are all rinsed and it's just spinning. It does have a safety feature on this side, but when you open it, it stops. So we'll start it back up. And it can do a small blanket like a throw, or I normally do 12 to 14 pieces of like clothing laundry, unless it has my husband's pants in there. He wears these khaki pants that have pockets down the sides and stuff, and they're really heavy. So if they're in there, I reduce it a little bit because it only does, I want to say 20 pounds in the washer and 7 or 8. I'll have to look up the stats, but I'll let you know. Initially, we did a little plunger and a bucket with that, the ringer. The plunger and the ringer, they sucked. Let me tell you, my back hurt. It took a long time. It just was not effective for us. Kudos to all you homesteaders that do laundry by hand. I did it one day, and I was doing it for about 3 hours, and I still wasn't finished, and my back was hurting. And I'm like, honey, we have electricity. We should get a little washer. Now, we don't use much electricity, and we do like try to minimize what we use and everything like that. But this is a time saver. It allows me to get other things done. It allows me not to break my body. So definitely well worth it to me. I do laundry about once a week, and is pretty enjoyable, I guess, other than getting my hands cold. I tried to use tongs. They didn't work too terribly well. And then I'm just going to hang it out up the hill. I have a clothesline, and I'm going to hang them out for a few hours, and they'll be dry by this evening. Have a great week, guys.
What's going on here?
I'm just hanging out the laundry. Finished up 2 loads of laundry. It's a beautiful day out, nice and crisp but sunny, and I can finally put a load of laundry out here on the line. We've been hanging it in the house around the wood stove so that it would dry that way, but really like getting it outside and not in the house.
That's good. Gotta have clean clothes.
We do have to have clean clothes. I love my washing machine.
Okay, Christy, show me what you got.
We have clean clothes, drying in the fresh air.
Yes. That's nice.
Yes, and they smell so good.
That Missouri air, huh?
It is Missouri air.
Okay. Wave bye.